Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Richard. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay where I buy things from garage sales, thrift stores, estate sales, estate auctions, and retail arbitrage. I take those items and I sell them on eBay for a profit. So in today's video, I'm going to go over the weekly sales for this last week and let you know what I paid for the item and approximate time how long it's been sitting in my store. Today is Wednesday, December 1st, and we have 7 eBay orders going out today. First item we have going out is this nativity set. Paid $1 at one of my local garage sales. Bought this last summer. I believe the garage sale was a huge garage sale. If I can remember, I'll post a link right up here. This sold for $12.95 and the buyer is paying $9.30 in shipping. This next item going out, it's an RA item. Happens to be this Gold's Gym weightlifting belt. Size medium/large. Paid $2.50 at my local Walmart on clearance. This sold for $23.90 and it is going free shipping. With this, I should be able to get this into a flat rate envelope. Next item, RA, happens to be this Paw Patrol Chase Race and Go vehicle. Bought these on clearance. I ended these for 75 cents. Had these for quite a while, and so I'm glad. Hopefully they'll start moving out. This sold for $10.65 and the buyer is paying $9.25 in shipping. This next item going out, thrift store item, happens to be these vintage JCPenney sheets. In here, I basically put yellow striped flat full sheet, new old stock. So this is just one sheet. Picked this up for $2. This sold for $21.95 and the buyer is paying $9.30 in shipping. This next item going out happens to be an item I picked up at my thrift store. This is a Funko Pop. It's Baltimore Ravens Lamar Jackson. Paid $1 at the thrift store for this. This sold for $10.95 and the buyer is paying $5.25 in shipping. This next item going out, if you hadn't seen my last video, huge mistake. Now what? Well, it just so happens that after I was able to correct that mistake, seems that more of those sold. I thought I looked in my eBay store. I didn't see them. Obviously, I made a mistake. This morning, the buyer came in and bought 2 lots of these, which I didn't have. So I had to go to Walmart and pay full cost for this. They bought 2 lots of 10 each, so that was 20 of these. Had to pay $2 each for these, so with tax that was like $43. Buyer paid $59.90 and it is going free shipping. Now, unless I can get all 20 of these into a flat rate padded envelope, I'm probably going to end up losing on this order. So let me know down in the comments below how you would have handled this. Would you have just canceled the order, or would you have tried to find another means to go ahead and purchase and fulfill the order? I did look on eBay for the same wax melts, and theirs were much higher than mine. Let me know down below how you would do it. Last item going out happens to be these Secret Treasure Control Top Tights. Walmart clearance, paid $1 for this. This sold for $7.88 and it is going free shipping. Today is Friday, December 3rd, and we have 6 eBay orders going out today. First thing we have going out is this vintage Jamestown, The Joy of Christmas. I believe I picked this up at a garage sale, I believe last summer. So this thing's been in the store for probably well over a year. This sold for $11.40 and the buyer is paying $9.30 in shipping. This next item going out happens to be an item I picked up from Mr. Buys-A-Lot. I bought 2 lots of the pinback pins probably well over a year ago. I've sold a lot of these off and since made my money back. Sold 2 lots of these pinback pins. to Julian, the Bearded Thrift Machine. Julian, thank you very much. Put a link to his channel right up here. So he purchased 2 lots of these for $22.26, and they are going free shipping. So what I'm going to do with Julian is I'm going to actually throw in some extra ones that I actually have that I didn't have listed. Next item going out happens to be this Fortnite Christmas ornament. Picked this up on RA after last year's Christmas. Into this for 99 cents. This sold for $9.64, and it is going free shipping. This next item going out happens to be this Pioneer DVD player. Picked this up on high bid probably over a year ago. I picked up this along with the VCR on the same lot. But I was into both components for $6. The VCR got me a lot more than the DVD player. Accepted a best offer last night for $18. Buyer is paying $11.80 in shipping, but this is going through the global shipping program and going overseas. So the buyer paid a lot more. All I have to do is get this shipped to Kentucky. This next item going out, RA item, happens to be this Mr. Rourke from Fantasy Island. Picked this up for $2.20 on clearance. This sold for $12.89, and it is going free shipping. This next item going out happens to be an RA item. I picked up these CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1. Not sure what it is. It is number 875. Paid 50 cents each for these at my local Walmart. These sold for $9.64, and they are going free shipping. Today is Monday, November 6th. So we have 23 orders going out today, so let's get busy and get started. First item that sold is this Casio Step Tracker watch. Picked this up on RA. I'm into this for $7. This sold for $20.96, and it is going free shipping. This is light enough, we'll go first class. Next item going out, another RA item, happens to be this Hallmark Fortnite Christmas ornament. Picked this up last year after Christmas when all of these went on clearance. I'm into this for 99 cents. This sold for $9.20, and it is going free shipping. Next thing happens to be a pair of these Levi's 505 3130. Picked these up at my local thrift store where I only pay about $1 for jeans. These sold for $20.96. And the buyer is paying $10.54 in shipping. With jeans, it's easy enough to ship out in a flat rate envelope. But sometimes check, because sometimes it's actually cheaper for me to actually ship these out regional A in a region A box. Next item going out happens to be an item I picked up on high bid probably about 6 months ago. I picked up about 4 sets of these Pepsi Cola vintage glasses. I only paid $2 for all of them. There were 17. I actually broke them into sets of 4. So cost of goods into this is only 50 cents. These sold for $18.44, and the buyer is paying $9.21 in shipping. Next item going out happens to be this ink cartridge for the Brother printer. Picked this up at a thrift store. I'm only into it for $1. This sold for $25.20, and the buyer is paying $15.80 in shipping. This next one, another RA item. I picked up this Tommy Girl perfume. I'm into it for $4.74. I believe I picked up 2 of these on Walmart clearance. This sold for $20.96, and the buyer is paying $4.30 in shipping. This next item, RA, not a big item. It happens to be this Maybelline Superstay number 375 Java. I'm into this for $1. Picked up about 3 of these. If you notice, I actually did a quantity discount. So if they bought multiples, when you do that, that actually entices the buyer to actually purchase more than one. In this case, they only purchased 1. This sold for $6.43, and it is going free shipping. This next item happens to be an item I picked up at Walmart clearance. Been sitting in my store probably at least 9 months, maybe 12. Happens to be this Blimpie Detective Kit. I'm into this for $1.50. I picked up probably about 8 of these. This happens to be the first one that sold. This sold for $16.76, and it is going free shipping. This next item going out I must have removed the other sticker, but I've got a note that I've only paid $1.50 for these. This one says $5, but I believe the other ones have a $1.50 sticker on them. Happens to be this Gold's Gym weightlifting belt. This is size XL to XXL. This sold for $20.08 and it is going free shipping. This next item happens to be an item I used to play when I was a kid. So I seen it in the thrift store and I couldn't leave it behind. It's this Labyrinth by Cardinal. Paid $3 at the thrift store. This sold for $25.16 and the buyer is paying $14.65 in shipping. This next item happens to be another Christmas item. If you haven't gotten your Christmas stuff listed, I encourage you to do so. We probably have maybe about another 10 days before the shipping cutoff becomes a problem, trying to get it to the buyer before Christmas. This happens to be a Hallmark Sesame Street Elmo Christmas ornament. Again, picked this up after last Christmas on clearance. I'm into this for $1.99. Buyer paid $15.08 and it is going free shipping. Wide enough, should go out at a 4-ounce rate. Next item going out happens to be an item I picked up at a garage sale last summer. So had this for well over a year. I posted a link to the video earlier. It was huge garage sale. Happens to be these vintage Gibson Christmas cards. Paid $1 at the garage sale. These sold for $14.24 and they are going free shipping. This next item going out happens to be an item I picked up on HiBid. It happens to be an item off of that $2 HiBid haul where I only paid $2 for each lot. Happens to be this Sony cassette deck. It's a TCR303. Picked this up with a DVD player. So cost of goods into this we'll say is $1. This sold for $58.76 and the buyer is paying $21.02 in shipping. So if we go to our HiBid tally, where I'm keeping track of the HiBid hauls that I pick up, this one I picked up 22 lots for $2 for each lot. So total into it for $51. That's auctioneer fees and taxes. So this, the Sony cassette deck, was on lot 307. Paid $2. Estimated profit on just this one item is $51. That brings us up to a profit over our $51 of $190. Next item going out happens to be a lot of 4 Fiestaware retired plates. Picked this up on HiBid as well. Picked up these and a set of white ones. I haven't listed the white ones yet, but I have listed all of these. This I put in the title. Retired, size of the plate, Fiestaware, paprika. And see. These sold for $33.56 and the buyer is paying $12.10 in shipping. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you might remember I picked up well over a year ago a set of Christmas dishes. I think it probably was the first video I ever did. And I believe the title was, What Was I Thinking? I'll show a link right up here. Picked up a set of Cuthbertson Christmas dishes. Now with these, there's actually 2 different sets. There's the one with the green ring, which is the set that I got, and there's ones with red rings. Now, finding out that the green ones are actually made in England, I just recently picked up a small set of dishes, same but with the red rings, and on the bottom it says made in China. So the green ones go for a lot more than the ones with the red rings. That whole dish set I only paid $31 for. I've since made my profit back on that, probably tenfold over. So I have a few pieces left. This happens to be one of them. It's a set of the candle holders. These sold for $18.44 and the buyer is paying $9.30 in shipping. Next item going out happens to be an RA item. With RA, you got to be careful because sometimes you'll sit on that stuff for a while. Have these probably been sitting on this for probably 9 months. This happens to be Potato Party. Minted this, I believe, for $1. I picked up some other ones as well. This sold for $16.76, and it is going free shipping. This is light enough, should be able to get it out and go out first class. Next item going out happens to be a thrift store item. Minted it for $2. Happens to be these vintage Montgomery Ward Percale, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, cotton polyester blend. These are no iron sheets. They are new old stock, so if you're not looking for new old stock, you probably should because a lot of it sells pretty well. If you can pick it up cheap enough. These sold for $18.44 and the buyer is paying $10.54 in shipping. With these, I put these in a flat rate envelope, easy to ship. RA item, Little Tykes, Little Baby Bum. Minted this for 50 cents. Picked up quite a few of these. This sold for $8.36 and it is going free shipping. Now with this, I actually put this in a box and not a padded envelope because obviously if they push it, it will actually sing. Next item going out, RA. Picked this up after last Christmas. I'm into these for 25 cents. These happen to be the Starburst Green Apple, Lemon, and Strawberry Candy Canes. These sold for $4.60 and the buyer is paying $6.25 in shipping. Next item going out happens to be something I went through last summer in my garage and started going through stuff that I had out there that I wasn't using. I picked up this vintage Leviton turn locking plug twist lock. It's for 30 amp, 600 volt. Cost of goods into this, I can't quite remember. It's probably been in my garage for well over 10 years. Same buyer came in and bought 2 of these Leviton locking receptacle turn lock outlets. This is 30 amp, 600 volt. So again, these were in my garage, cost of goods. Not quite sure, been sitting on them for 10 years. So buyer came in and bought all 3 of these. Buyer's into it for $34.20 and they are going free shipping. Should be able to get these to go out first class. If not, I'll put these in a flat rate envelope. This next item going out happens to be an RA clearance item I picked up at Walmart on clearance. I had bought 3 of these Mario Kart. They were all different, so I had to do 3 separate listings. Sold one off. This happens to be the second one I sold. Into this for $4.99. This sold for $18.22 and the buyer is paying $12.55 in shipping. This next item happens to be an item, I believe I picked this up at my thrift store, so I might be into it for $2, maybe $3. Been sitting on it a while. It was in my death pile. So I went through, started pulling some of the items and trying to get those listed. This has probably been listed for maybe a week at most. This teapot, basically it's Royal Ming. It does have the sticker on the bottom of it. In the title, I did put pattern maple leaf tea, gold trim, original label. So as you see, it's got the gold trim on it, maple leaves, and does have the original sticker on it. This sold for $19.88 and the buyer is paying $8.35 in shipping. Next item going out, I believe I picked this up not this last week, but week before last at my thrift store. I'm only into this for 25 cents. It is this Furby from Gremlins. I tested it. It did sing, but it didn't dance. So I did disclose that. Gizmo Dancing Singing 8-inch plush doll Gremlins Dance Defect Vintage. In the description, I actually put that it didn't dance, but it did sing. Just listed this yesterday. This sold for $20.71, and the buyer is paying $9.30 in shipping. So those are the orders we have going out today to go ahead and close out the weekend sales. I wanted to give a special shout out to Patricia. She went out and actually purchased me a coffee. If some of you don't know what that is, I do have a link down below. It's a way for you to be able to support your content creators. As you know, I'm not monetized, so I don't get paid for doing videos on YouTube. So Patricia, I want to thank you very much. That really means a lot that you went and bought me a coffee. I hope some of this information is useful for you, so while you're out there sourcing for items, you can actually see what's currently selling on eBay. So if any of this information was helpful for you, give me a thumbs up, it helps the channel. If you like content like this, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification below, and you'll be notified the next time I do a video. Until next time, keep picking. This is Funko. It's paid $1 for this at my thrift store. So they bought a lot of this sold for $9, but this is going to paid $1 at the thrift store. Paid $1 at the garage sale. What's the number on it? TC. Why aren't you working? Must be turned off. These